cost, and I thought it was a terrific book. So for me, it was a surprise. I was afraid I was going to have to endure this like 2-inch thick book, and it was going to be very painful, but it was not. And I felt like it had a lot to offer us in our class. We've been studying a lot about the internet, different websites, blogs. We've been creating a lot of our own videos, and I felt like the book had a lot to say about being careful. And that really, when I got done with the book, I had such an uneasy feeling that I felt that the author was saying, you can never be too careful. And there are so many people out there, hackers. Some hackers do things that are good, some hackers are doing things that are bad. But I had a feeling that the author was trying to say that no matter how careful we are, people can get into our lives that we don't want in there. And I have very, very little knowledge about computer, and so I kept having to flip to the front of the book, and I was very thankful that the author had a lot of definitions. If he wouldn't have had them, I would have probably got through the first chapter very, very well. But I think one thing that is very important is that we need to be teaching, not just ourselves, but students, parents, since we are educators, about the dangers that are out there. Everybody has seen television shows, Dateline, and they've read newspaper articles about teenage girls that wind up with some 75-year-old creepy stalker because they posted the wrong pictures on the internet, and then they're going to meet him and hook up, and he said he was 20, but he really wasn't. And then they wind up dead in the corner somewhere. But what is really disturbing is the way the author had, for instance, one young man named Jamie, who is extremely intelligent. Fate, the main bad guy of the book, was able to find him and log into his computer, find out all about him. And this kid was smart, and he was still able to get to him and ended up killing his administrator of his school. And so it made me a little nervous about what I put out there. Of course, my life's not very exciting, very interesting. Nobody wants to stalk me, I don't think. But I do worry a lot about my students, and especially there's so many that I have. They've been, explaining all these party pictures they put online and different information that they're very, very vulnerable, and I think they need to realize how dangerous that really is. I think my score for the book would be, if I had 4 stars, I'd give it 3.5. And part of the reason for that was the ending. I was not ready for that. And of course, I want to be fair. I don't know a lot about computers, so perhaps the ending was just simply a little bit over my head, that Fate's co-worker or whatever, partner in crime, was Sean, and Sean wasn't a person. Sean was a computer. I was very disappointed. And the other thing I was concerned about was Patricia Nolan, who came into the book. She ends up killing Fate, and then she vanishes like on a helicopter. What was that? Where was she at? How did she get away? And where is she? And I don't know. I did like, and of course this is sad, this is the non-computer tech person in me. I liked the ending where Gillette ends up having a possible future with his ex-wife, and they have a baby together. That was something that was surprising, but it also added a human feature to the book. So even if you're not a computer junkie, you can like it. Oh, another reason it got 3.5 stars, I'm serious. This guy, horrifyingly scary. I mean, if that's the best picture this author can get, oh my. No wonder he writes scary books. But anyway, it was a terrific book, and I seriously did not mind reading it, and I would recommend it.